I'm moving out tomorrow. Husband doesn't know I found out that he's having an affair. So the original is like so short. It just says, when I found out about the affair, it devastated me. I'll be gone tomorrow when he gets home from work, and he has no idea it's coming. And then 3 years later, she updates and says, my update is not exciting, but I, female 39, did receive some supportive comments, so I wanted to post one more time. Truthfully, I forgot about my first post until I tried to make an account for something else and got a message that my email was already used for an account. My update is that I'm now divorced. It has been a month since my divorce became final. I moved out while my ex-husband, male 39, was at work. The day after I wrote my first post, in my country, you have to be separated for 1 year before you can get a divorce. Then, my ex-husband dragged the process out for 2 years because he didn't want a divorce, even though he was the one having an affair with a colleague. I moved out because my ex-husband inherited our home before we met, so I wouldn't have had any right to it in the divorce. I had to leave. I haven't seen or talked with my ex-husband since I moved out, and I don't plan to ever again. During the divorce process, my solicitor communicated with his. Even though my ex-husband wanted to see me and explain, I didn't care to confront him about the affair, get any details, or hear whatever explanation he was going to give. Divorce is only no fault, so the affair made no difference during the divorce process anyways. We had been married for 10 years when I left, but he broke my heart, and I don't need to see or talk to him ever again. I have a life without him. That's my update. As boring as it was, if you left a supportive comment, thanks for doing that. The dragging it out, why is it so common for why are you the cheater dragging out a divorce? Like, why don't you just let it happen? Because he's probably some loser narcissist that is just a straight asshole. And ew, sorry, this is hitting a little too close to home. It's just so annoying because I literally, somebody very close to me was just going through a divorce for 3 years with the absolute shittiest person of all time, and he's still dragging it out. He's still dragging it out, and it's so annoying. He's the worst actual person ever. And the amount of stories I've heard about him, okay, from around the town of he's taking pictures of all these girls, he's going to yoga classes and taking pictures of the young girls, he's harassing all of these girls, oh my God. And people call me and tell me that, okay? And I'm like, that is crazy work. That is crazy work. And apparently he also, this is so vague, obviously, because I don't want to expose who this person is, but some of you might already know who it is. I don't know. But we go to the same gym, and so I see him there sometimes, but we don't talk. I'm never going to talk to that man again. And every time I see him at the gym, I always pretend that I don't see him. I don't care to acknowledge you. I'm not even going to acknowledge your existence or the fact that you are even there. And he always tries to get me to see him. And it's so embarrassing. He walks back and forth past me 20 times. He'll do la-di-da. I don't even know what he's doing. He'll be doing the most random stuff, going to throw something away and then going to throw something away again and then walking back and forth here, acting like he's looking at something or reading something or something like that, right next to me. I'm like, bro, I'm literally not even looking at you. I didn't look at you once. I saw you out of the corner of my eye one time, and then I never looked at you again so that you wouldn't think that I saw you. So that you just thought. And he's telling one of our mutuals that I take pictures of him in the gym. Yeah, okay. You probably take pictures of me and other girls in the gym. You're creepy weirdo. But he's literally dragging out the divorce. He did. Now they're officially divorced, 6 months ago. But it's the house that they have together that he's dragging out. He's keeps being in contempt of the judge's decision, and so they have they'll go back to court because he's in contempt for not letting the house sell at this certain point, and he keeps trying to, so now he's not even allowed to go within 500 feet of the house. He literally, the house has a restraining order on him, which is just crazy. I never even knew that was a thing because he's ridiculous. So it's been years. It's been 3 or 4 years, and that freaking house has just been sitting there. And I don't know, it's like he can't let go of it because it's the last thing he has. But it's like, dude, are you delusional? You're never gonna be getting back together with this person anyways. But something is going on. I mean, clearly, like someone literally, this one girl that I met, this random girl that I met. I think I told you guys this story, but this random worker I met at like a store when I was trying to get my cable box heard this name and immediately was like, "Oh my god, do you know this person?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "He's been stalking me for the past year." And I was like, "Oh my god." That's crazy. She went on to tell me all of the stuff that he's like showed up at, all of the places he showed up at, all of these like how she has dreams about him because he like is constantly stalking her and she's so afraid of him and stuff. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." She's like a young girl like me. And this guy's like 60, 65, something along those lines. And it's just crazy how like the obviously the wife did not know any of this. Like she didn't know any of that. I mean, he's done so many terrible things behind her back while they were like married as well that obviously led to the divorce, and like she just let it slide, but it was like a narcissistic abusive relationship and just insane things. And insane things that I'm finding out by like from my friends about it. That is just like so crazy to me. So, yeah, that's just giving that. That's what it's giving. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.